Payson was born about 2 weeks early at Phoenix Children's, and I had a placental abruption. And so it basically knocked out all of the air to his brain, and he had brain damage.
When we left the hospital after 6 months, Morgan couldn't sit up, roll over, walk, talk, eat, or drink.
By the time she's 2 years old, she was curled up in the fetal position. She was malnourished, she had malaria, she had pneumonia.
We were actually told that we should bring her home, love her for a few months, and plan on institutionalizing her.
We took Payson to a children's clinic downtown, and she looked at me and she said, "These children don't walk until they're 4 years old."
A lot of the nurses, even the hospital, felt she'd be in a permanent vegetative state.
But the people like Barb and Brett and orthotic specialists and their staff, they make all the difference in the world.
The smiles are what it's all about.
To watch my child run, the child we didn't know if would ever walk or would ever be out of the crib, it's amazing.
The first time he walked across the room by himself, it put my wife and I in absolute tears.
She loves to walk, she loves to ride her bike, and without the orthotics, she wouldn't be doing that.
He's playing soccer with his dad, he's throwing footballs, he's catching footballs.
Go. Very nice.
He's an individual and he's got potential, and they are helping him maximize that potential.
We know we'd be in a very different place right now if we weren't in their capable hands.
When we went in to fit with Barb, it was a completely different experience. She had plenty of time. She asked, "What questions do you have?" It was an open-ended book.
Did you see any redness on her feet?
She took more time to evaluate the way he walked, how it would help him, and then explained everything to us as to why it may be better to use these. It was by far the best experience we had.
It looks like her range is staying, which is good.
So at our last appointment, she brought out this new bracing. It was fascinating because you could just see her mind working and watching Aisha, and then just kind of coming to the conclusion that she was really a great candidate for this new thing that they're developing and pioneering.
This becomes the AFO section. This becomes the biomechanical foot section.
Barb has given us so much more than just orthotics. The last time we were with her, we just started talking about Erin as a kid. Her experience with kids that have one-sided cerebral palsy and how they develop emotionally. She knows that material, and she can articulate it well.
How are you?
When we go see Brett and Barb, it is like going to go see friends. These folks come out and they say, "Hi Morgan, how you doing? You know, did you have fun at Disneyland last month?" You know, they actually kind of know what's going on in your life, and that helps a lot.
And there she is. No hands, and she can write herself and sit independently.
That's amazing.
What impressed me about orthotic specialists was their willingness to actually communicate very openly with the community therapists.
I'm encouraged and invited to go to all the initial evaluations with the client, the parents, and one of the orthotists. So right from the start, we're introducing to the family that we're a team.
It's part of a team. It literally is, between the therapists and the doctors and orthotic specialists. It's a big team, and everybody has to communicate and work together. I've actually had Brett show up at doctor appointments with me to talk with the doc, with me at the same time. What do we think is going to be the best thing for her? They're willing to do that type of thing for you, and that means a lot as a parent.
Do you want to look through these and see what you want to pick for the bottom part?
With their braces, we get great functional results. So all the children that I have go to orthotic specialists, they're all walking, they're learning how to jump, they're going up and down steps. So In my opinion, they make a superior brace, but they include the family, they include the therapist, they include the doctor.
Let's see if we can see something that's more pretty.
I mean, a lot of places, unfortunately, just pull stuff off the shelf, you know, and that might work for some people that aren't severely involved, but Morgan has a lot of issues that we've battled and have been successful in eliminating. Look at you go, Morgan. Let's try to go down these stairs. They're just have been a great asset to me as a therapist.
Do you rather have the red one or the fish one?
The red one.
Okay, all right, well, let's see if there's any other ones.
So orthotic specialist has to be in this for helping people. You can see it in the way they interact with you and with the child.
Honestly, I was just surprised to meet somebody that was like, I'm gonna do a good job, I'm gonna have integrity, I'm not gonna overcharge you for anything, I'm gonna care about your kid, I'm gonna be thorough.
Barb was hopeful.
Yeah.
And then she was a cheerleader. She just was there. Yes, you're doing great. You're doing great, parents, mom and dad. You're doing great, Aisha. I mean, really, she's just an encourager all the way across the board and educator.
I couldn't say enough about Barb and Brett. They have changed and improved our life tremendously. They're fabulous.